My sister and I went to inspect our family construction site. We had barely walked onto the site when I saw a bricklayer sleeping on the ground. I was furious. I kicked him to wake him up. He did not understand what had happened yet. My sister then slapped him. She threatened to fire him immediately. She also threatened to use our family influence to blacklist him across the industry. At that moment, we did not know the heavy price we would pay for our actions. It turned out the man was a civil engineering master our father had begged for 3 days and 3 nights to hire. His construction skills were extraordinary. He could spot problems by looking at a piece of stone. The migrant workers on site respected him deeply. Whenever an accident happened, he was always the first to jump in. One day, the site workers dug into an underground river. He decided to go down himself to perform high-pressure grout injection. He removed a major risk for the company. But after a long day of intense work, he was exhausted. He lay down on the ground to rest. By coincidence, my sister and I saw him. I went up and kicked him, he was about to explain, but my sister slapped him again. Just then, the site manager heard the commotion and rushed over. When he saw we were the chairman's children, he deliberately said the man had huge influence on site. He said all the workers followed his lead. Hearing that made me even angrier. I thought he was forming factions at the site, but the man said he was just taking a break. We didn't care to hear his explanation. Things were getting tense. The workers all rushed over with tools in hand. My sister coldly revealed our identity. She said we were the young heirs of the real estate group and were just inspecting our own site. The workers put down their tools after hearing that, but they still questioned what mistake the project manager had made. I immediately said the company didn't even have a project manager by that name. I told someone to check the records. Sure enough, his name wasn't on the list. But the man claimed he had been personally hired by the chairman. He said if his identity was exposed, the entire group would be in trouble. But my sister didn't believe him. She thought he was lying. She even said she would teach him a lesson. At that moment, the foreman stepped in front of him. He said the project would be a disaster without this man. But my sister still didn't believe it. She said she knew the youngest academic at the Civil Engineering Institute, but she had actually missed the ceremony and never met the academic herself. Her friend had just helped her get his contact info, so she showed the number in front of everyone. The man took one look at it. He told the workers not to make trouble. He said if we wanted to escalate things, he would go along with it. The foreman gave an order. All the workers dropped their tools and were ready to strike. My sister quickly said if they lost their jobs, their families wouldn't survive. The man also told the workers to leave. He didn't want to cause trouble for everyone else. But the workers stood their ground. They said they would live and die with him. I was shaking with anger. How could a construction worker have such authority? Just then, a worker ran over. He said the drill bit had fallen into the well. Someone had been injured. The man rushed over immediately. He handed over his bank card. He told them to take the injured to the best orthopedic hospital. After making arrangements, he asked the foreman. He wanted to know if they had hired a diver to retrieve the drill bit, but he was told that their usual diver had disappeared during another job. No one suitable could be found. The man knew if the drill bit wasn't recovered, all their previous work would be wasted. He didn't want the workers' hard efforts to go to waste, so he decided to go down the well himself. My sister and I thought he was trying to win people over. We didn't believe he would really dive in, but the man knew time was critical. He had them prepare a diving suit. Then he jumped into the well. The foreman was worried whether he would make it out safely. In a moment of impulse, I grabbed pliers